Welcome back everybody to another Champion Rework video. Today we're going to be going over a rework I did for Udyr known as the Elder Druid concept. And as always, if you guys like my rework videos, please comment down below, let me know, subscribe to the channel, and also go check out the second Udyr concept I did known as the Talisman Druid. Let me know which one you guys like more, if you guys like them at all, and what champions you guys would like to see me rework in the future. As I did in the other video, here is an overview of Udyr and what I think needs to be changed with the champion. Overall, I feel Udyr is very outdated, has not had a major change since he was released in 2009, and I feel this champion can be taken in a much better direction. So the idea with the Elder Druid concept is to imagine what Udyr would look like if he was released in 2019. Udyr now has two different passives, Flow the Ancients and Druid Stance. Flow the Ancients, casting a stance will activate Flow the Ancients, reducing the mana cost of the next stance and granting Udyr bonus tenacity. Stances last up to 12 seconds and can now only be swapped by another stance during the last 4 seconds, which will continue Flow the Ancients passive. The second passive is known as Druid Stance, where Udyr will enter this stance upon stacking 2 other stances and leaving his current stance. Udyr will gain an almost caveman-like appearance with gaining bonus movement speed, attack speed, and auto-attack range. Udyr's first ability is known as Tiger Stance. Udyr focuses into a furious Tiger Stance, granting him the savageness of the Tiger Spirit. During the stance, all of Udyr's basic attacks will apply a cleaving effect. There's also a second active known as Alpha Claw, which has a Eve ultimate sort of animation and range, where Udyr unleashes the Tiger's Fury, ripping apart all targets caught in its swipe, dealing physical damage. This also deals bonus damage to enemies who are caught in the center of the skill shot, as well as applying a bleeding debuff to all targets who are caught on the outside of the skill shot. Udyr's second ability is known as Bear Stance, where Udyr will focus himself into the dominating Bear Stance, granting him the strength of the Bear Spirit. During the stance, all of Udyr's basic attacks will crack opponents' guards, shredding their armor for X amount of seconds. This ability can only stack once, and can only be stacked on one target at a time. However, auto-attacking that target will refresh the stack. The second active is known as Vicious Mauling, where Udyr will dash a short distance, very similar to the Fiora Q-like mechanic or the Aatrox dash, and will attack the closest target to him, prioritizing champions. If Udyr attacks a champion in the middle of a movement ability, that target will be knocked back in the opposite direction and stunned for X amount of seconds. If Udyr is attacking an enemy champion who is using a crowd control ability, Udyr will stun that target for whatever their stun duration would be for their ability. This is a very different take on the Bear Stance that Udyr uses now, which is one of the highlights of his kit, I feel. Just for being a very strong jungler and having some form of CC, I feel this gives Udyr a little more movement ability and just gives him some more utility to play around with and making him a more of a terrifying CC target. Udyr's third ability is known as Tortoise Stance, where Udyr will focus himself into the mighty Tortoise Spirit. During the stance, all of Udyr's basic attacks will grant Udyr a small portion of Grey Shield. These shields are determined by a percentage of Udyr's total HP, which stacks from 4 to 8 times. The second active is known as Bulwarked Shield, where Udyr will create an indestructible bubble around himself. The shield blocks all damage from within, or vice versa. So if you are standing inside the shield, you cannot damage somebody outside the shield. Udyr can reactivate it to deplete the bubble and granting himself or allies a Grey Shield. Udyr will split the shield 50% to 50% with the first ally, and then 25% after that. Udyr's ultimate is called Call of the Phoenix. Udyr pushes himself into the air, flying into a target direction. As Udyr flies through the air, he spins furiously, engulfing himself in flames, and eventually exploding upon landing at his target, dealing AoE magic damage and entering Phoenix Stance for X amount of seconds. If Udyr lands on an enemy champion, he will deal AoE magic damage and ascend into Phoenix Stance, where all of his basic attacks will deal magic damage and apply on-hit effects for the duration of the stance. If Udyr does not land on any targets, however, Udyr is allowed to cast Call of the Phoenix a second time, having the same final effects as it would if he hit a target. This grants Udyr 2 complete dashes, very similar to Renekton's E, granting him just some bonus movement ability and some more playmaking potential. I feel like Udyr having some type of movement ability is a great idea. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And that is my champion concept for Udyr. Let me know what you guys think of this concept. Go check out the Talisman Druid as well. Let me know what you think of that one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.